Welcome to Black Ambassadors of Change. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. So this week we have another great episode for you. We're going to be talking to Sonia at the YMCA, and she's going to let us know everything the Y has to offer for you for the summer. Stay tuned. All right, guys, welcome back. Hopefully you enjoyed the show today. Today we have a great show for you. So, full disclosure, the Y is my gym, and it offers a lot of amenities. And today we wanted to bring the information about the Y to you. It's been an integral part of the community for many years, and the people there, it's like a family. So I just wanted to inform the public about what the Y has to offer, especially during the post-COVID period, and we're opening back. And a lot of us gained a few pounds. We want to get rid of it. We don't know what we're going to do with the kids. The Y have a lot of great options for you. So guys, stay tuned. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Black Ambassadors of Change is on. Take a look at the video. See you soon.
All right, so welcome to Bed-Stuy YMCA.
All right, guys. Welcome to Black Ambassadors of Change. This week we're at the YMCA. And we're speaking to the manager of the YMCA, Sonia. And I've been trying to get an interview with her for a while because I think the YMCA is an integral part of the community. And I just wanted to spread the information of all the services the YMCA has to offer. So why don't you say hello to the people and tell them a little bit about yourself and what you do here at the Y.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me. First
You're
of all,
welcome.
it's such a pleasure to contribute to the work that our members do.
Oh, thank
and
you.
So congratulations on the project.
Thank
and
you.
Thank you for inviting me to
You're
participate.
welcome. You're welcome.
My name is Sonia Atcherley. I am the Executive Director of the Bed-Stuy YMCA. And I've been doing this job officially since November of 2019.
Wow.
So I just started basically at the start of the pandemic.
Wow.
So one of the things that I love about working in Bedford-Stuyvesant YMCA, and it's been 10 years for me at the Bedford-Stuyvesant YMCA, is the beautiful community that we serve. I always say that Bed-Stuy Y is the best Y of all the Ys of Great New York. There are 24 of us currently, and I think Bed-Stuy's community is so unique and so vibrant, and it's all because of the members that we serve, right? We're a reflection of our community.
Absolutely.
In terms of the services provided, we serve everyone. From babies all the way through seniors, and from programs, swim lessons, to karate or ballet, basketball, soccer. We do a lot of fundamentals when it comes to sports and movement. And we start as young as 6 months old with swim lessons. And I'm sure you know from your own experience, we serve a lot of adults as well. Our families are able to really find a bit of respite and a second home essentially for their kids. We foster that environment where kids get to meet other kids, where families get to meet and network with other families, and essentially form community.
Okay. So how has the pandemic, you said you started during the pandemic, how has the pandemic affected your business on a whole?
It's been a tremendous hit. The YMCA of Greater New York lost over $100 million in the 6 months that we were closed. We closed on March 17th, and we reopened this Y, luckily, on September 8th. But what your viewers must know is that we are just one of 10 of those 24 Ys that have been reopened. There's still a significant number of Ys that have been essentially reconfigured in the way that they provide services. So some of them are providing homes, temporary housing for a lot of homeless New Yorkers.
Really?
Yes. And in addition to that, we've taken some of our spaces and we've made them what we call learning labs with the city of New York. And essentially for parents whose children are either doing a hybrid model or are completely remote, we've been able to take those kids in, and with the expertise of our staff, we've been able to help them through that remote learning process and give the parents a bit of freedom so that they can either go to work or have some time on their own to navigate the other crucial issues that they're dealing with around in the pandemic.
Awesome. So in that case, so parents pay an extra fee, or is that part of the membership fee to bring the kids and have the kids hang out here for a few hours?
It's actually funded by DYCD, so parents have to pay absolutely nothing. But what we have been able to do through the generous donations of our members is we've been able to enhance the services.
Right.
So we've been able to provide things like classes, ballet classes for the kids. Their materials are above and beyond. We're doing a lot of great STEM and STEAM work with them, and we just want to have the best for our kids, right? Because they too are navigating this time as well.
Very stressful, especially for kids, I think. So is there an income level that, that pays for this? That parents have to reach a threshold?
No, absolutely anyone could apply for Learning Labs.
Yeah. And how many hours a day do you guys provide that service for? That's a fly.
We provide services for everything.
Even the flies come to the Y.
I'm sorry about that.
Yeah. So how many hours a day?
So Learning Labs are available from 8 in the morning until 3 in the afternoon.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah.
And
so that's a big help to parents. Yeah. So
it is.
How about the classes? I know you guys offered a lot of aerobic classes and spin classes and stuff. How has the pandemic affected those classes?
Yeah, that has been a tremendous difference. As you recall,
yeah,
this Y was a massive, and I think a part of the reason why we were such a vibrant Y is because that social component with group exercise classes.
Yeah.
We used to have over 100 group exercise classes every single week.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
We have 2 studios, and we had built a really nice spin studio with the lights and the bikes coordinated just prior to COVID. And so when the first time when the pandemic hit, when we reopened in September, we were doing some classes outdoors. And it didn't quite catch on. I think it was still a very difficult time for people, and people were not very comfortable coming out. We did have some success though, and we knew that people would probably feel more comfortable exercising outdoors than they would inside.
Right.
And so about 3 weeks ago, we just started doing classes again, some indoors and some outdoors. Yeah. And I'm really happy to say that the yoga class that we do outside on Saturday mornings at 9:15, it's completely full most of the time. So people are feeling very comfortable about that. But at this juncture, we're offering 7 classes. Right. Imagine 7 classes compared to 100 plus.
That's a big drop.
Essentially, we've been able to bring back some classes, some indoors and 1 outdoor so far, which has been quite successful. And we still find that people have mixed feelings about exercising
getting into
indoors.
groups,
especially in groups. I feel like a lot more people like yourself are confident, especially when they have a routine. They miss it so much.
The Y is my second home. It's like I'm here. Before the pandemic, I was here 5 days a week. So everybody in here is like a family. And I have to let you guys know, the Y is more than a gym. Like Sonia said at the beginning, it's more like a family type environment. Everyone knows each other. People speak to each other. So it's not one of those gyms you go and you're just anonymous and people really don't care. So
very down to earth.
It's very down to earth. And in that vein, during the pandemic, the thing with obesity in our community, that was a significant problem and an indicator of who was going to get COVID. And it made me think about the why. And I just wanted to know, what programs do you guys have, especially for young people or even older people who have severe obesity problems? Is there anything special that you guys may have, a class that they take that you deal with extreme obese people?
Well, not specifically for obese people, but we actually did deliver a free weight loss class. It was free for anyone in the community. It's a 12-week program. Janice actually was a part of that program. And we did, I believe, 2 series of those prior to COVID. And I'm happy to say we just introduced it again in a different model, of course. It's now being done on Zoom, but it's free for anyone in the community. It's on our website. It's just called a nutrition education program. But the person who's teaching it is the person who trained to do our free weight loss class. So we are absolutely delivering that right now live. You can sign up right now if you want to go YMCA.NYC.org and just click on programs and register for nutrition education classes free of charge.
All right, guys, you heard it. That's very important because we all know how obesity is a serious problem in our community. Is there also nutrition classes here that people could come and learn how to have healthy eating habits and stuff? Is there a nutrition
Well,
class
that class
also?
definitely delivers on that. We did have a program for kids as well,
Yeah.
where we would do healthy snacks. We would show them how to make healthy snacks. That's something we're definitely going to introduce again once we get to fall of next year and we're able to expand our programming, because we're going to have a little bit of give in terms of capacity in the building. So we're definitely going to be able to introduce a lot more programming and utilize more of the space that we have in the facility.
Awesome. So now that the city is starting to reopen fully, the question for us as members of the gym, including myself, when are we going to get full services back? Because we're losing a Friday and we're losing half day on a Saturday. So
what about Sunday? You don't care about Sunday?
I don't like Sundays. No, Sunday's my day to rest. I know a lot of people do because it's less busy and they feel they could come, but I like to just relax and let my body rest on a Sunday. I'm a traditional Caribbean guy. Sunday I do nothing. Okay, it's my day. Yeah, it's my day to relax. You know.
Yeah.
So, do you guys have a time schedule? Because I read recently that the city's lifting the mask ban.
Yes.
And all they're telling restaurants they could fully open and they could fully do this and that. So now I'm thinking the gym should be open 7 days a week again. Maybe the services like the steam, the sauna, these kind of ancillary services, which a lot of the members enjoy. When are you guys thinking about reinstating those services?
Well, Trevor, you make an excellent point, because the governor did make that announcement yesterday. So you should know for the listeners that today is May
18th, yes.
Right? So the governor made that announcement yesterday. But even prior to the governor's announcement, we had started planning on including some more facility time, right? Because members like yourself have been saying we want Fridays.
Yeah.
So that's something that we are actively working on delivering right now. And now with the new guidance, we have to make even further adjustments. So we're working, I have a meeting this afternoon, we're going to be talking about what's going to be different from what we discussed yesterday. And that's been the nature of the pandemic. As we get news, as we get permission to do things, we have to now decide as an entire organization how we're going to respond, but still with the primary goal of making sure that our members are safe. Right? So that's something I'm happy to say we're working on right now.
Awesome.
And the other piece, which actually someone just asked me about that today, is the steam room and sauna. The Department of Health hasn't let up on the steam room and sauna guidelines as yet. So that's a little bit out of our hands right now.
So it depends on when they say it's open.
When they say it's open, we'll absolutely be able to deliver on that again.
Awesome. I noticed sometimes you guys have meetings and stuff here. Do you guys offer rental spaces to the general public to hold meetings or seminars or something? Could you talk about that a little bit for community organizations?
Historically, that's been a huge part of what we do. The YMCA is a resource for the community, right? So we make ourselves available. We've had churches rent space. We have given our space free of charge for local community groups like the gardening group over in Green. We've had the block associations. They oftentimes come and meet at the Y. And we have a few, like the Sigmas, they meet here as well. So that's absolutely something that we historically have done. Post-COVID, we have to decide how and when we're going to, and which spaces will be appropriate for that. Because ultimately, we have to make sure that whomever is here, as long as they're within our walls, they're safe within, COVID guidelines. And if we're giving the space to someone else, it means we're relinquishing control of the safety factor, right? So that becomes a little bit challenging, but I hope with the changes in the guidelines, eventually we'll be able to, more people come in without having cost.
So summer camp. I know you guys had a big summer camp program in the past. Where is the summer camp program for this year? Because I know parents, they want a break. They've been home with their kids all year. They're like, get these kids out of here. So I'm going to send them to the Y. They're looking to the Y for some relief. So where do you guys stand on the summer
camp? We are actively enrolling for summer camp.
Really?
Yeah, we're at about 32% of our capacity for summer camp right now. Yesterday we just made a decision. We're going to move to include a classroom for 4-year-olds. Summer camp typically for us has been from ages 5 through 12. And we recognize the demand for parents, and so we just got permission to add 4-year-olds to our service cash.
Wow, that's big.
So that's something that we're really, really happy to do.
Yeah.
And that's one of the beautiful things about working for
Yeah.
Y is
Yeah.
being able to have a conversation with your community members,
Yeah.
listen to what it is they really need, and just figure out a way to deliver that to them, right?
Absolutely.
So, yeah, summer camp is here. It's going to be very different,
Yeah.
just because of COVID. The
Yeah.
classrooms are going to be static. We have to really keep the kids in their pods,
Yeah.
so that we keep them as safe as possible. But we are so excited for summer camp. I can't wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know some of the members are going to be
Yeah.
a little off put because, you know, in the middle of the day they're
Yeah.
working out, you're going to see these little bodies singing and walking along
Yeah,
the hallways. But that's a really joyous part about doing the work that we do.
So, what are the services for summer camp do you guys offer so people know if they might be thinking about dropping their kids off here or whatever? What do you guys offer as far as summer camp
So
programs?
summer camp is a full day of camp. It's from 9 a.m. through 4 p.m. There's an option for early drop-off at 8, and there's an option for a late pickup as late as 6, right?
Oh, wow.
Because we know the parents have to commute. Some people
Right.
work in the city.
Yeah.
So we provide that as a service.
You
And
provide lunch for them also?
we typically have the free lunch program.
Yeah.
We team up with the DOE to do that. And parents can opt in or out. It's up to them.
Yeah.
But we like the ability to provide.
Yeah.
And so we're grateful for that partnership and the ability to do that because, you know, food availability is a challenge for some folks as well.
Yeah.
So we packed our days with activities, right? There's a lot of physical fitness.
Yeah.
It's a STEAM camp, so
Yeah.
there's a heavy STEM focus because in
Yeah.
our community we need to make sure we're doing that.
Absolutely.
But then we also recognize that the art piece really helps
Yes,
with the learning
stimulate,
aspect
yes,
as well.
yeah,
So we're
yeah.
really big on that.
Yeah.
So we do have a lot of specialists who come, and typically we would do a lot of trips.
Yeah.
This year, because of COVID, we're going to have to keep the kids static,
Yeah.
and we're going to have to bring entertainment to them
Gotcha.
and figure out a way to do local trips in the community, right?
Right.
So we'll be checking out local spots.
So it's a good way for the kids to learn about the community, learn about
Yes.
Bed-Stuy, and
Yes.
maybe get involved in the community.
Absolutely.
So finally, what's next for the Y? You know, what's on the agenda? Because I'm excited because you guys have done some renovations and improvements, like you said, before COVID. And I'm sure you guys have big plans. Any big plans in the future you might want to let the people know of so they'll get excited about signing up?
Well, I'm excited for us to get back to
Normal.
what we used to be, right? Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to say, oh no, we can't to anything, right?
Right,
So
right.
I'd love to be able to have the steam room and sauna, hopefully eventually. Another big piece for us, I don't know if you recognize, is our swimming pool is currently limited to one person per lane. And
Yeah.
there's been a huge demand for swimming
Yeah.
and swimming lessons.
Yes.
And we've had to rearrange the way that we deliver those to make it as safe as possible.
Yeah.
So what we recognize is that the ability to swim in our community is a privilege.
Absolutely.
And we want to be able to make that available to as many people as possible.
I'm
right?
so glad you mentioned that because that's one question I wanted to ask you about because I know we have a historical phobia of swimming or water in our community. And that's something even myself, I'm originally from the Caribbean, I can swim, but I don't know how to tread water. So I always keep saying, oh, I got to go to the Y and learn how to tread water and take the classes. But like as you said, because of the pandemic, it's a little bit more challenging getting swimming lessons and stuff like that because it's
the
crowded.
the number of available slots in the classroom, we have a maximum of 4 people allowed in the swim class.
Right.
But we do offer private swim.
Okay.
Private swim lessons. But yes, the demand has been really, really high, and our ability to deliver on that would be a beautiful thing if we can get those classes capacity back up to the 8 or 12 people, because it means more people are learning, and that level of confidence that you have in the water. And then we do a lot of water safety education. In fact, this coming week, May 21st, it's Wear Your Life Jacket to Work Day. So you're going to see a couple of us walking around the Y with our life jackets on. But we really, even if someone doesn't know how to swim, we want to teach them the basics of being able to put some best practices into place. Like, for instance, we want to make sure that people know what it means to be a water watcher. So if you're out with your family and you're either at the beach, or even if it's just a small body of water, you want to make sure that there's a plan in place. You're keeping your eyes on the kids, you're scanning, and the kids have a less likelihood of having an incident that's detrimental.
Absolutely.
But that's something that would be huge for us, obviously, in being able to get back to that. But above and beyond that, we recognize in our community, our teens especially, we want to be able to deliver more programming to them, especially about getting them ready for the digital world.
Right.
So being able to do a lot of STEM and tech and coding. That's
Oh, you have you'll have a coding instructor here.
That's something that we are actually going to be doing, not this Thursday, but the following one.
Right.
We have a program that we're delivering free of charge for teens.
Wow, that's awesome, guys. Get your teenagers in here. That's something we really need.
Yeah, and we want to keep that going.
Yeah.
So that's something that we recognize is going to be a need to get fundamentally into our young people.
Yeah.
So we want to expand on that going forward. And at some point, we'll probably build a space where we can make it a traditional classroom.
Awesome.
Or not necessarily but untraditional tech classroom.
Right, yeah.
Right? Where our kids could really get to absorb that as a mode of functioning and working going forward and being creative, really. But that's something that we're really excited about. We want to continue to expand our programming for our youth and in terms of physical fitness and overall wellness, nutrition education. And and keep our seniors.
Yeah.
We just offered a new series of free programming for our seniors, including crocheting. So we're getting them to be social again.
Yeah.
Right. We're gonna have them outside in the courtyard.
Yeah.
So there's that fresh air and they feel safe. But they're getting to be social. It's very difficult.
Very,
for
very difficult.
Seniors.
My dad. And socializing has become a challenge because again, they're more vulnerable than the rest of the population, and now that my dad is fully vaccinated, he goes out again. So is there any special arrangements made for people that's fully vaccinated, like instead of maybe saying, hey guys, if you can bring your card in and show that you're fully vaccinated, maybe you could have a class where you don't have to wear a mask or whatever the case may be?
That would very much be decided by the guidance from the city of New York, right? That's not something that we would decide on a local basis, right? The other thing you have to remember is that people's medical status, that's their personal business. We don't have the right to ask that. That would be a violation of their HIPAA rights. Yeah. Right. Okay. So we have to keep
kind of walk a fine line on that. And well, that has been the whole challenge with the honor system now that the CDC has basically put forward. It's like, how are businesses going to tackle that? Because like you said, HIPAA rules come into play that you're going to ask somebody for medical information that might infringe on their personal information. So
and then the thing that we need to be careful of as well, and it's a slippery slope, and this has nothing to do with the why, this is just my general thought, is if people for whatever reason don't have access to vaccinations. By the way, the YMCA of Greater New York is doing free vaccinations at Coney Island YMCA, Flatbush YMCA, and Bronx La Central. So go ahead, sign up for free of charge.
All right, guys, do it.
But if people don't have access and they're forced to make, if their access to things in society is determined whether or not they're or vaccinated rather, that's how you end up with people trying to fake cards, and then we have a whole other set of problems, right? That we don't want to do. Ultimately, we just want people to make decisions that are safe, and if they feel comfortable, getting vaccinated, because we can't tell them what to do.
Awesome. This is Elisa. This is one of the swim coaches. So if you guys come here, you have this beautiful young lady here to teach you. Ask for Elisa if you want private lessons. She's also available for private sessions also, in addition to the group classes. Just tell them a little bit about what time you work so that
I work Monday through Thursdays, early mornings from 6:30 a.m. all the way to 1 p.m. And
Monday to Thursday, you said?
Monday through Thursday.
Oh, okay. Awesome. Thanks.
No problem.
All right, guys. I hope you really enjoyed the show. It was a great, I had a great time interviewing Sonia, and it was such a pleasure just bringing you all the information from the Y. So tell your friends, tell your family, and make sure you share the vlog, guys. See you next week. Thanks for watching. Peace.